Welcome back to another episode of Fish 5-0 with me, yours truly, your host, Krim, also known as the Asian Avenger. Today we're playing Rakdos Midrange, which was piloted to a 5-0 by AyKay. The deck is playing cards that I'm absolutely in love with, Judith and Spawn of Mayhem. The deck has a bunch of little critters to go wide, and then, just windmill slam your Judith to pump them up, and when they die, you get to ping a target, any target. And, we have things that can trigger Spectacle quite easily, because Instigator, putting out 2 bodies, means that the opponent can't 1-for-1 you. And Fanatical Firebrand. And, of course, we have Vicious Conquistador, which will make them lose life upon attacking. And, the sideboard is going to have Banefires for control, additional reach, of course, Duress for control, and, other decks like that. Drill Bit kind of serves as your third Duress, but it can also rip a creature if need be. And any other problematic threat. And then Goblin Chain Whirler, which is nice for the go wide decks. Sturdy Body. We already know about how Pro Tour champion Goblin Chain Whirler works, so we don't need to talk too much about it. It's a 3-mana 3/3 with first strike. Just destroys go wide decks, like tokens and whatnot. And of course, Theater of Horrors and Experimental Frenzy. Those 4 will be our card advantage engines for the go long kind of games. So mid range to control matchups. Bedevil for problematic planeswalkers, and Fiery Cannonade to also bring in against other aggressive matchups. But the 3 cards that I'm extremely excited for out of this deck that came from Ravnica Allegiances are going to be these beautiful 3 cards. Of course, we have the Scourge Diva herself. Other creatures you control get +1/+0 whenever a non-token creature you control dies. Judith, the Scourge Diva, deals 1 damage to any target. This is one of the most powerful aristocrats ever printed because it pings anything. And it also pumps your team. So very good. Your opponent has to respect this. This makes it so that it's board wipe assurance, so they need to kill this before they board wipe, and etc., etc. Unless, of course, Cry the Carnarium. That's just a rude card, but try not to play into that. And, of course, there's Rixmati Reveler. I think Rixmati Reveler fits right in like these style of decks because, you don't really want in this super high mana curve, like mid-range decks that I've seen a few play. You definitely want something that can dump its hand quite easily, and this deck does do that. Very good. Spectacle you pay for, enters the battlefield, discard a card, then draw a card. But if Rixmati Reveler's Spectacle cost was paid, instead discard your hand, then draw 3 cards. So good at the early point of the game is a way to filter, even better in the late. The all-star of this deck, the Spectacle Enabler himself, the Spawn of Mayhem with the weird little, I don't know, nub that you've got the Monopoly piece thing, the cheese grater for a hand. Spectacle, 1 black, flying trample. At the beginning of your upkeep, Spawn of Mayhem deals 1 damage to each player. Then if you have 10 or less life, put a 1/1 counter on Spawn of Mayhem. This just gets bigger. It also triggers Spectacle, which is amazing, and it could be a way of burning your opponent out and getting that final bit of reach in. And yes, they stack. They do stack, but just remember the ability will not, like, let's say if you have 2 Spawn of Mayhems and you're at 11 health, the first one will trigger, you go down to 10. You'll have to have 10 or less life, so you can't have it once you're at 12 health. Sorry. Once you're at 12, the first one won't do anything. The second one will, though. And other than that, without holding up any longer, let's see how the deck does in the arena. Phoenix Fire. Good luck. So, with the way the deck looks so far, I think this deck does kind of need something for a mana sink. I think like having a Skargan Hellkite or an Ongrath would be pretty sweet somewhere in the 75, but I guess we'll see how it goes. Oh, no. No. This is painful. Oh, opponent mulled a 4. I'm gonna move. Alright. Sorry, with red a mountain there. Go ahead and play Rixmati. It's Esper. It's Rixmati, so that's fine. I don't have double black yet, so I'm going to try to move some pieces around. Okay, so let's go to game 2. So we want all the discard spells. Banefire, Bedevil, Theater of Horrors. We're going to drop things like Skewer the Critics. Even Lightning Strike, I'll drop. Is there anything else I'd want? Like that, I know that's a lot of reach, but I'd rather have threats, because they're going to be constantly wiping our board. Alright. Let's go ahead and try this. This looks good. This looks good. We drop a Firebrand. I like the idea of just trying to, like, obviously I'm keeping Rick's Madi in because that's what's going to help us draw a ton of cards later in the game. Definitely keep this. This is like a snap keep. Alright, so now we need to make sure that we hit a 3rd and 4th land. I ideally want to draw Dragon Skull Summit or even a Blood Crypt here, either or. That'd be great. That'd be killer. But we need some kind of red source because I really want to Windmill Slam Theater of Horrors. Okay. Moment of Craving or Kaya's Wrath. I'll just rip Kaya's Wrath. That's the one that matters more. The Moment of Cravings will, like, stop them for the turn, but I'm okay with that. Like, Gutter Bones does have recursion, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with Spawn of Mayhem here, as it's a spectacle enabler. Karn, sure.
By the choices we make, reveal who we are.
Well. Well, well, well. I guess I have to kill Karn. Because it's never okay to leave that Planeswalker. Not when I know there's a Teferi underneath it. Kaya's Wrath, that's pretty good. Whew, there goes my duress. And then I'm going to go ahead and cast Instigator, as this will help me push through a damage to trigger the Spectacle, so Theater of Horrors can just allow me to cast some of the stuff. Maybe it eats a land for me. I don't really want to discard my Banefire, though. So, I think I'll wait a little bit on the Rick's Madi. Ooh, Cry the Carnarium. That's just extremely brutal. Mono board wipes. Alright, board wipe tribal. Let's see what we can do. Let me think here. Okay, let's just do this for one. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna duress. I'm gonna pull that card from their hand. We have tons of way to deal damage. I need them to be just whiffing. Oh my gosh. Mono answers. Alright. Unfortunately, I will have to pitch the mountain. I don't want to pitch the mountain, but I know I have to. Could have gotten an extra attack in. That's my fault. That's my fault. That's my fault. If that's an absorb, it's going to be kind of painful, right? Yeah, it's... Alright, it's not. So it might just be another land. Or it could be a contempt, who knows? I have to be careful of like what I'm casting too. I don't want to cast too many spells. Like if I cast something and they go absorb, that's like GG's. It's fine. So what I'm doing is I'm just waiting. I'm gonna try to trigger Fireblade Artist. Yep, cool, we got there. Zombies go nom nom. Good luck, opponent. I love your name. Okay, take the play. Ooh, also take some lands, please. Alright, let's try this. Move the instigator to the bottom. We're on the play, so I do want to get some more threats and lands, unfortunately. I have to draw, like, land. It has to be a mountain, and we go, like, Spawn of Mayhem. Like on 3, that'd be ideal. Oh, boy. Is it an aggro showdown? No, I wonder why this is called mid-range. What makes it mid-range here? Is it Spawn of Mayhem that makes it mid-range? Interesting. Their hand is lighting up, so they definitely got a shock or 10. So I'm going to go ahead and play Goblin Instigator. I'm upset they're not on zombies. Maybe they're black-red zombies. Like with Tattered Mummy and all of that. Like the one I was doing during the pre-release event. Try that. Tattered Mummy, Death Baron. Plays with Gutter Bones. Gutter Bones is a skeleton and Death Baron does pump it. And give it Death Touch. Okay, so we have the third land and it's perfect. The perfect land too. It's a dual land. Oh no. Maybe they actually are on black-red zombies. Alright, here we go. Or they could just be on black-red mid-range, black-red control. Alright, they're contemplating what's going to happen next, probably. There's no way. Fireblade Artist dies, right? 100% Fireblade Artist dies. Oh, nice! The deck. That's sweet. I'm excited. Let's see what they're playing. This is a cool deck already. Unless they start blowing up my lands, and that's not cool. Ooh, that many? And I'll play another Fireblade Artist. Also, Steve Argyle's art is amazing. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Aha! Take 2. Your turn. Alright. So it looks like it's just like black-red control. I don't want to commit too much to the board, do I? But I need a little more than just 2 damage a turn. So I'm going to go ahead and play Vicious Conquistador. Pass back to the opponent. Oh, jeez. Just all the removal. I mean, out of black-red, you do have a lot of sweet, like, removal spells. Sure. I'll sacrifice a token. I'm gonna fire this back at their face at the end of their turn. Nice. Drew a mountain. I'm gonna be hellbent either way, so it doesn't matter. Opponent will play however they're gonna play. Can't really stop that. Fireblade Artist in yard. Fireblade Artist does an efficient job of blocking my Instigator. Come on, Spawn of Mayhem. Spawn of Mayhem. Right now. Let me get a Spawn of Mayhem. Painfire for 1. No token for me. Lightning Strike. Nah, pass it back. Put him down to 7. Or deal with, what, a Fireblade Artist? For right now, I'm going to just take a few hits from Fireblade Artist. It's not that big a deal. I'm at 20. They could be playing Direfleet Daredevils too. So they're just waiting for me to play a creature and they'll just do that and then like lightning strike my creature. Alright. It's a good thing to see that they bottomed the card. It means they don't want it. So when it's only worrisome when they start topping. All right, let's see what I draw. Swamp. Nice. I'm still holding on to Lightning Strike because maybe I draw Rick's Mahdi. So this will allow me to Lightning Strike and then use it Rick's, and then, you know, draw 3 with Rick's Mahdi. What are they holding on to? They've got to have board wipes. Like, I'm pretty sure they have board wipes. Yep. I wonder what they're like waiting on. Like they must be holding on to something that they're like. Is it more burn? Oh yeah, it's got to be more burn. Probably have a few shocks, lightning strikes themselves. Yep. Take the damage. Perfect. That's what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted. This will at least help me stay in the game. Yeah, I'm not gonna kill the Fireblade. There's no reason to kill the Fireblade. Doesn't do anything. Alright, let's see what we can draw. Please not like a million lands. Not triple lands. Not triple lands. Well, it is a land. This will probably get shocked. To be completely honest, this will be probably shocked. Or Vraska's Contempted. Which is pretty brutal because they go back to 9. Yep. There we go. What are they doing now? I think I'm going to take the damage from the Fireblade Artist. Oh boy. Yeah, this looks like it's about locked up. I have to draw triple burn spell. And I'm not doing that anytime soon, because I am only drawing 1 card a turn. I have no way of triggering Spectacle, so even if I drew a Rick's Mahdi, it wouldn't be that helpful. Also, this Fireblade Artist now can start doing some serious damage. They're definitely just going to sack and then pop Judith. Can this deck beat the bigger variant? This deck feels like it's just too light on threats. Is our opponent there? Okay. They decide to fling 1 goblin at my Judith. Makes sense, right? So once they do that... Lava Coil, okay. Yeah, that's the end of this matchup. That's the end of this matchup. Let's just go ahead and speed things up. Alright. Bringing in all the ways to draw cards. Is there anything else I need? I may want a Bedevil. Like, chances they play Ongrath or Karn. Likely, right? I mean, but I also want some resilient threats. All of these died at, like... Chain Whirler's pretty good. It deals with all of their... Yeah, I'm going to bring in Chain Whirlers. Chain Whirler feels powerful in this matchup. We have too many things that just die to shock. I guess we are taxing their shocks, though. 3, 5... maybe we go down 1 and go up to the 4th Instigator. The reason why I want Instigators is because Judith. Play first. Keep. They'll definitely have a way to deal with Spawn of Mayhem. It's more so just drawing the rest of them. This is what I mean by I think we should have bigger threats. Just a few bigger threats, like Skargan Hellkite. Oh, look, another one. That's pretty good. Okay. We shock for Blood Crypt. Then we go ahead and play the Spawn of Mayhem. I know, unless they somehow like go double fungal. Or, I mean, they go fungal and then they block one, then we have nothing. Sure. But are they playing fungal infection? Okay. Sure. Alright. Oh, perfect. And we don't have to shock for this one. Pass back to them. Nice thing about Spawn of Mayhem is it doesn't die to Ritual of Soot. Nor does it die to Cry of the Carnarium. Which I assume for a fact they bring in. If they don't have Cry of the Carnarium main deck, they definitely have some. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Fountain of Renewal. Alright, play another Spawn of Mayhem. How many times are we going to answer this? I think a lot. They definitely have a surplus of ways of killing this. Between Vraska's Contempt, Lava Coils, maybe Fight with Fire? Yeah. Another one. That's brutal. Yeah, we've already gassed out, I think, right? I would say we have. Now they're just waiting for, yeah, we've gassed out, unfortunately. Fountain of Renewal is blanking this, so we're just hitting them for one every turn. They're a little stuck on mana. We need to draw Theater of Horrors or Experimental Frenzy here. Because they can't actually deal with the enchantment, so that's kind of good for us. Alright, so they're going to look at the... Okay, so they bottomed. That's good for us. Another treasure map. Brutal. So next turn, they're going to have a lot of mana already. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Judith's is a good start. Do I even want to play Goblin Instigator? Probably not. They're probably just gonna wipe my board. So they took 3 with that Fountain of Renewal. Okay. So they, oh man, so tough. We need more Judith, more Judith, more Judith. Come on, Judith. Rix Mahdi would be nice. Rix Mahdi would be nice. I don't mind throwing away an Instigator for Rix Mahdi as long as we just don't draw like a million lands off of it. So they go down to 12, go up to 13. Alright, I'm just going to play the Instigator at this point. Yeah, I'm playing Instigator. I guess we have Banefire, which I could have brought in. That's like a mana sink. Yeah, I honestly think we lose this one, though. This one's going to be brutal. They have Treasure Map, Fountain Renewal. They have another Treasure Map flipping. They have 3 cards. They've got an engine going here. I don't think we can keep up. Now, if we were a burn, maybe this would be like mono red. Mono red would be a different story. I think we could definitely do it. Yep, seems good. 6 treasures. Okay. Phoenix, yeah. Fountain Renewal again. Okay. It's not what we need. Okay. Ah, jeez. Looking back from this tip two. So close to conceding here. They're at 12. They only took 3 last, so they took 1. Eh. Their own Siege Gang commander. Let's go ahead and just take down the Siege Gang commander. See if we can draw like Theater of Horrors, maybe? Like, Experimental Frenzy and Theater of Horrors immediately get us back into the game, right? Because Theater of Horrors can trigger itself, which is nice. Helps us keep up with their card advantage engine right now. No, that's not it. Alright, next match. Good luck, Technopunk. Yeah, that was brutal. That deck destroyed us. Alright, so Llanowar Elves, probably some form of, like, Golgari. And if it's any kind of Golgari, it's probably got Krasis. Oh, boy. Yep. Growth Chamber Guardian. Interesting. Gotta pick this off. Kill off an elf. They have too much power if they get to ramp up that fast. Alright. So we slowed them down a little bit. Hadana's Climb, that's pretty brutal for us. Another Llanowar Elf. Oh boy. Alright, let's go ahead and pitch this swamp here. So there you go. We got 3 mana down. Can we get more threats on board? They have 5 mana. 5 mana at their disposal. This is kind of terrifying. Okay. Alright. No Rix Madi for me. You got it. I'm going to play Instigator. Instigator allows me to go Judith next turn. I just need them to not draw anything. I just don't know what's in their hand, which is the issue. I will double block. I will block one of the elves each. Keep them off elves. Okay. Whatever that is in their hand. It's probably like Find or something like that. Uh-oh. Oh, Find Broker. Well, they now have something like a Find Broker. Decline. Okay. Come on, deck. Give me that 4th land. Please. Give me that 4th land. I will take 3. I will take 3. No blocks. There we go. Okay, so we can pick off the Find Broker. Then we're going to go ahead and play Rix Madi. Discard the Gutter Bones. That's okay with me. We drew 3 cards. Now we have a blocker for this Merfolk Branchwalker. Actually, do we want to block that? I don't know if we do. No blocks. No blocks. Interesting. Okay. Alright, so. They're going to have to block. Right? So, like, let's see here. So, no matter what happens, we swing in. They're going to take a chunk of damage. They're going to die either way. That's 5-7. Oh, no, no. They're not going to die either way. Oh, no, yeah, they are. Yeah, 2 creatures die. Doesn't matter. Sweet. Got there. My combat math was correct initially. Nice. Okay. Bedevil, I feel like we're going to have to play the grindy game with this opponent. We're going to need Chain Whirlers. Chain Whirlers are really good in this matchup. We do want to be able to, like, immediately kill Wild Growth Walkers once we see them. So, yeah, I'm going to keep a few of these skewers in, maybe. Firebrand doesn't feel great here, but neither does the 2-mana 2/2, but we'll see. I'll give it a run. We have a Lightning Strike, meaning that we can actually kill the Wild Growth Walker as soon as we see it. Oh, no. Not the turn 1 elf. Come on. No, no elf. No elf. Okay, we need to draw Chain Whirler. We need the Chain Whirler real bad. That's not bad. We can go Instigator, play Judith. There it is. There's the blue. The blue we knew you had. Racist for 2. Alright. I'm gonna play Judith. So this has to be Vraska's Contempt coming from the opponent. They need a second black for that too. Alright. It's fine with me. Another green, so I don't see second black yet. Alright, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to send these in. These friendly little gobbos. Oh, God. I couldn't kill it. I couldn't kill it. I forgot. Only it's non-token. I thought I would get 2 pings on that one. That's my bad. Misplay! Alright, we have Spectacle triggered, which is nice. I'm a little concerned here about what they might have. I think they have Find Finality. I'm pretty sure they have Find Finality. And they can cast it. They take 4, they go down to 5. I mean, they have to have it. Krasis. That's a 4, so it's a 4/4. Not bad. I love that this is triggering. Sting. Send them all. Okay. I'm gonna just discard my hand and draw 3. Oh, so clutch! So clutch. AyKay14, how you doing, bud? Good luck, opponent. All right, we just need to draw like that again. That's all. Just need to draw like that again. All skill. All skill. Nothing but skill play. All right, let's go ahead and play Gutter Bones here. Opponent is playing Terramander. I'll tell you what then. I'm gonna send him in, see if they block. They do not. So next turn we'll be able to trigger Spectacle fairly easily. Hopefully get the Spawn of Mayhem on board here. Let's send all in it but one. Just in case they have like a dive down or something like that. I want to be able to pop it. Alright, let's see if we can get Spawn of Mayhem on the board. Or are we getting syncopated or something? Alright. Their move. Spawn of Mayhem here is going to be really good to keep. Sure. We wait until they try to really just grow the Terramander before we do anything. As long as I have like a Fanatical Firebrand plus a Lightning Strike, I should be able to keep this Terramander from ever like becoming a 5/5. Sure. Oh, Chain Whirler would be so good. Chain Whirler would just straight wreck right now. Oh, come on. Another one? That's so good. Swing in, just always leave one up. See where the opponent's at with all of this. I mean, they must have a Shock or a Shivan Fire or something, right? But I mean, they want to probably save the Shivan Fire. Shock, sure. I'm going to go ahead and play Spawn of Mayhem. Well, I know there's nothing that counters a creature for 1 mana, so I'm going to go ahead and play another Spawn of Mayhem and pass it back to the opponent. Now they're going to go down to 5. Now we just save this Lightning Strike for their face. Because they have 2 spells, cost them 8 to activate 1. So they need 2 more spells in the yard. And they can only grow 1. We have double Spawn of Mayhem here, though. Hulkamania's running wild right now. Drake, yeah, that's pretty sweet. And we immediately get to get our Gutter Bones back, which is nice. And Enigma Drake does not kill our Spawn of Mayhem currently. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and play a Fanatical Firebrand. That's more than enough damage right now to kill the opponent. It's more than enough. Alright, we want to kill their Drakes. They've got some big ones. Some big Drakes. Chain Whirler is a pretty solid threat against them. Fireblade Artist doesn't feel great. Skewer the Critics doesn't feel great either. I don't know, which one do I want here? I know I want some amount of duress. But, like, I really want to be able to grind the long game, so I need to have, like, Experimental Frenzy, Theater of Horrors, Experimental Frenzy. Sure. Yeah, alright, let's run this. I mean, Fireblade Artist is... Is this something that I want? No. It's not really worth it. It doesn't do enough. Yeah, let's go ahead and run it. Run it back like that. Fireblade Artist, though, great. Dies to shock. Doesn't leave anything behind. Does threaten the haste, though, which is nice. Maybe I'm boarding wrong, but I at least as of right now, feel like it's not needed. Okay, opponent. Let's see what I get. No lands. This hand's so powerful. It's so strong. Only thing I need is like also like 3 more cards. If those 3 cards were also lands, they'd be great. They'd have to be like Blood Crypt, Dragon Skull Summit, Dragon Skull Summit. Then it's just pure gas. I want to make sure that I hit double black, so I'm going to start with pushing that card to the bottom. Yeah, we're threatening the shock. Threatening the shock. Opponent did mulligan, though, unfortunately down to 5, so this is going to be an interesting one for the opponent. Instigator leaves 2 bodies, which I like, which triggers Spectacle, which is about what we want. They probably have Lava Coils. At this point, they need to bring them in, at least, if they didn't have them. Probably a non-zero amount of Bacon Bolts, also. Whoa. Is that... Okay. Darn it. I wanted them to block. Probably would have taken that chance then to, like, completely take down their Drake. So we have Spawn of Mayhem. Spawn of Mayhem, I'm not blocking the Drake with. They have to just Lava Coil this. Like, they just have to actually kill the Spawn of Mayhem. Because I'm not going to block it or do anything. Or block the Enigma Drake, that is. Ooh. Or they just play another Enigma Drake. That also works. Oh, I love it. Interesting. I'm going to go ahead and play Judith. Actually, hold on. I keep forgetting. This is non-token only. Yep, non-token only. My fault. Could have just left those back. We'll pretend that we bluffed that we had a shock. That's unfortunate. Spawn of Mayhem's down. Yep. That's very unfortunate. We'll just wait. I'm gonna try to... That's unfortunate, because now we could have gotten more damage in. Oh boy. Let's see what they've got. So we're down to 10. Crackling Drake is a beating. I have to kill one. Oh boy. Yeah, this one got away with us, away from us. Darn. Like, there's no way they don't have one more spell. Roll the 5 though. Turns out Drakes are pretty good. Nice. Yep. That attack potentially, like, I definitely did lose me the game, I think. That was a bad attack. That was a really bad attack. I'm still gonna play the same. Super bad attack on my part. Should have not done it. I'll run it. We have the ability to go ahead and go Gutter Bones, then have Conquistador next turn. I'd ideally like to draw a red source here so I can start using these or lightning strikes. Ah, brutal. Those drakes got real massive, real quick. Not what I was looking for. Not yet. Okay, third land, please. Third land, please. We really need to not stumble here. Okay, chart a course, nice. No, that's unfortunate. We stumbled. Really needed a land there. We have the Spawn of Mayhem in hand. Hopefully they don't go Fiery Cannonade. Actually, oh no, this isn't a pirate. Here it comes. The Drake. Is that another Charter Course from the opponent? Come on, give me a land. Yeah, it's a Drake. Okay. Jeez, man. It's rough. Not what I wanted. Come on. Now they can counter us out of the game, though. It's kind of a little rough here. Can we... Okay, so we go Judith if we draw a third land. This makes so that if they kill anything, we get to take them down anyways. Or we do Spawn of Mayhem, which would then trigger Spectacle, if we can just hit a red source here. Like, our whole hand pulls us right back into the game if we can hit a red source. We're very far behind, though, right now. Oh, thank you. Okay, so if they go Shock, Lightning Strike, it's going to feel bad. It's going to feel bad no matter what. I'm going to just play Judith. Yeah, they have the removal spell. Damn it. Unfortunate. Get them to use a dive down. Oh, they don't have one. At this point, this is what we need now. We just need to put them at a low enough health total, which they will be. So these two lightning strikes will work. If I can get another red source, that'd be perfect. Super perfect. Oh, no. Well, either way, it's all the same, right? I mean, I'll still get to... They're exactly in range for double lightning strike. But do they have Spell Pierce? Do they have any of that? Okay, so they have 1 mana up right now. We take 5. So if it's not a red source, we're dead. Pretty much what it is. If it's not a red source, we're dead. Because we can't keep up with this now. They have 2 Drakes. Just going for it. Do they have a Spell Pierce? Woo! Nice! Sean Shaft, good luck, opponent. Alright, so they're our last boss for tonight. Ooh, this is really nice. This is a really nice hand. We're gonna bluff for mono red. we're gonna do a very good impression of mono red. Turn 1 at least. Go ahead and get in there with that attack. And then next turn, what do they play? Hero Precinct 1. definitely going to take out that card right now. Like, there's no doubt in my mind of taking that card out. No way. I play that card enough to know how good it is. Okay. That's really nice, actually. Holy cow. What can we do here? What can I do here? I can go ahead. Just play Judith. Yeah, Judith sounds like the sweet play here. Because they're not going to trade their Amara for it. I know that. The Fanatical Firebrand, that is. And then next turn, we'll be able to potentially trigger, you know, Skewer and Spawn of Mayhem in one turn. Even if they take care of our Judith, we can always just sacrifice the Fanatical Firebrand. Okay, so they're gonna gain 2 life. Makes sense. Interesting. Yeah, that's fine. Take the damage. This is Venerated Loxodon. That's pretty brutal. We need Chain Whirler. Conclave Tribunal, that's fine. Alright, so we have everything we need to trigger Spectacle, pick this off, play Spawn of Mayhem. Next turn we go Gutter Bones, Fanatical Firebrand. We had to get rid of Amara. Amara just kept dropping out lifelink tokens, and that's not good for us. Alright, so they're digging for lands. Hopefully we just can avoid a Tristani for some time here. Just avoid a Tristani for a little bit. That's all I need to do. Not gonna play I'm not gonna swing with Fanatical Firebrand. In the event that they do draw Tristani or something like that, or Enchani, I want to use Fanatical Firebrand to sacrifice it to ping the life linking token. Oh, gross. You're gonna gain a lot of life soon. I'm gonna just pick this off now. I don't want to block it and let it deal damage either, so... I don't mind swinging in here, because if they block the Gutter Bones, I can get it back. Alright, so next turn, here we go. Even if they play one creature, we can deal with it. Oh, nice, we have the game then. This one's ours. Just barely escaping. Perfect. It doesn't really matter. We're just gonna burn them out. I'm doing it more so to complete my quests. We're gonna be bringing in Chain Whirler, Fiery Cannonade. Let me see. What's not the best here? Goblin Instigator actually allows us to go wide against the opponent. Bedevil is gonna be useful. I feel like they're gonna have some big creature like Lyra, and I want to kill Lyra. Alright, let's see if we can take game 3. Let me see. This is a pretty good hand. Let me see. Yeah, let's go ahead and just shock for this. Start with the Gutter Bones. This is going to be problematic because now Johnny's Welcome is going to just seriously gain them so much life. They should just unban Ferocidon, right? Interesting. I really need a draw, though. So, like, maybe I play Rix Mahdi? Rix Mahdi pushing Fireblade Artist. Oh, thank you. Okay, so now we're currently okay. We have a Judith. Opponent looks like they're off green for a little bit here. That could be unfortunate. Alright, so they get a Knight. Oh, this is going to be so good. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and start firing off threats. So, my, I only thing I have to play for is Watch for Settle. I have a way to trigger Spectacle now, which is nice. They're going to gain 2 life for every creature they play. That's terrifying. Let's just play another Spawn of Mayhem. Alright, so now we're pinging for 2 every turn, which is nice. The opponent's a little mana screwed right now, so unfortunately, they just didn't hit any green either. I assume they're probably sitting on things like Amara. GG's. Unfortunate opponent. Sorry. Alright, so we piloted the deck to a very solid finish with a few slight hiccups along the way. But, you know, the deck seemed powerful. I think moving forward, things I'd like to really do with this deck is add a little more late game. I mentioned it throughout the video, but I definitely think a card like Ongrath would be great here. Attacks on a different axis, so, you know, you don't just completely get blown up by board wipes. Because after a certain point, they'll have exhausted their Vraska's Contempts and stuff like that to deal with some of your threats. So I think maybe an Ongrath in here, or I guess a Skargan Hellkite, just a 5-mana 4/4 haster could be big. Sometimes that's all I needed, just that last bit of reach, and a Skargan would have been amazing. And if you put a counter on it, it can continuously pick off like token decks and stuff like that. But yeah, the sideboard, you know, you definitely want to definitely bring a little more in for control. I think I'd want another Duress or a Drill Bit, just a 4-hand disruption spells some way somehow. And yeah, Ongrath to help deal with all the control decks too, and to also steal some problematic threats. Because remember, Ongrath steals a Hydroid Krasis, so I don't care how big it is. They decide to make it an 8 power creature. Well, you get to take it, punch them, and then sacrifice it. So overall, though, the deck was a lot of fun. Hope to see this deck get tuned a little more because I love Spawn of Mayhem as the weeks move forward. And that brings this video to a close. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today for another episode of Fish 5-0. I had a blast filming this deck. Let me know what's the next deck you'd like to see maybe taken on a Fish 5-0 run in the comment section. Thanks for hanging out with me. And as always, thank you so much for reaching out to me on Twitter and hanging out with my channel on Twitch. And also, you know, coming by and asking questions and interacting. If you have any other questions, you need some live time help, feel free to reach out to me through those outlets. And make sure you follow MTGGoldfish on social media, and hit us with the like and a subscribe button, and hit the bell icon to be notified when MTGGoldfish puts up a new video. Otherwise, I'm your host, Krim, also known as the Asian Avenger, signing out.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.